Miss? Hi, my name is Devon. I'm a local artist. I love your look. I would love to draw your portrait if you have time. Yeah? Okay. All right, let's go. What's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
My name is Jillian Kerwin, and one of my biggest dreams is to make this world more accessible than when I found it.
How are you going about that?
I am a content creator and host of the podcast Always Looking Up, where I talk to people with dwarfism, people with disabilities, those who are adjacent or allies to the community, about living in a world that's not necessarily designed for us and what needs to change and how we could do that.
How long have you been doing a podcast?
Going on 3 years now.
What are some of the challenges of hosting a podcast?
Trying to have conversations where I truly don't know the subject and trying to find people that are willing to open up and really be open and honest and have that conversation with me, and not being afraid to talk about topics that are not that are unsavory or people necessarily aren't ready to hear, and starting those conversations.
What are some of the conversations that you would say people aren't ready to hear?
Conversations that really call out how ableist the society we live in is. I try to be very real about it, very much open up and say we live in a society that is very much ableist. It wasn't designed for disabled people, for little people in particular. So talking about those personal experiences and really calling that out. I think some people feel like we're still not ready to have those conversations, and I just kind of want to be we need to in order to get those changes happening.
What would you say is something that keeps you smiling?
The people around me, my friends and family, people who are just making a difference out there, and seeing all what people are capable of and seeing them really shining and doing what they're best at, that keeps me smiling.
The reason why I ask is because I'm starting a campaign called Keep Smiling.
Okay.
So I started to sell these sweaters to make a positive impact on people.
I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, so whenever I'm walking down the street, people see it, they're like, oh, keep smiling. Everyone loves this. So
love that.
Who was one of the most influential people in your life?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Wow.
This might be dangerous to say in New York City. I'm a Red Sox fan because of him. Sorry about that, but he taught me how to be an advocate for myself and for others. He always just encouraged me to follow my dreams and to pursue them, even understanding that the world would really try to push back against me.
Yeah.
And the way he saw the world and always had a positive way of seeing things. I think really yeah.
Wow, your dad sounds awesome.
He was.
If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self advice, what would you tell her?
To really embrace who she is and that she is capable, because I think thinking back to myself at 18, I think I just had a lot of doubt. I didn't really know who I was or who I wanted to be. It felt like I couldn't meet other people's expectations, let alone my own. So I'd want to tell her that none of those matter, none of those expectations matter, and that you can really be who you want to be. My 18-year-old self didn't see herself hosting a podcast one day, moving to New York City. That wasn't anything she thought possible. So I just want to be she can do it.
What was the best advice you ever received?
That's a question I ask my guests, and I never think that I'm gonna get asked that. Again, something from my dad that he actually never really said to me. He said it to my brother, but it's something I learned about. Make each day your masterpiece.
That applies to this. Now I really gotta make this a masterpiece. I'm trying.
No pressure.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
The world may not be an accessible place, but it can be. That people with disabilities are here. We've always been here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that if we want to say that we are inclusive, that means that includes people with disabilities.
All right, amazing. I think I'm done with the drawing here. Thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Wow. This is so good.
Thank you so much. Also, I got you a sweater from my new brand, Keep Smiling.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for doing this. Wow, this is incredible.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to check out your podcast.
Please do.
All right.
Thank you.